let you go. And now you are silent. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Oh, because my loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Oh, you got me blinded. Oh, pretty baby, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do. It's not the way I planned it. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Oh, because my loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. And I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. How was I supposed to know? Pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Don't you know that I believe that you will be here and give me a sign? Hit me, baby, one more time.
We raise the glass, toasted to the innocence as it all went down. Then came the news, saying keep it coming, the pain's too late to drown. Hangover bliss, in the morning finds comfort, then she turns to me. How about some rest? Fending off these demons could use some company. Smiling, I said, I'd go anywhere, if you need me. I still recall the last time you told me that it would all work out. Now I just laugh at this work in progress, though laughing's not allowed. She said you're better than all the other monkeys I ever loved before. But what makes you special is the way you say goodnight and open up my door. So kiss me and say you
Welcome to John Khan Show. We have Raphael. Raphael, how you wanna pronounce your last name?
Gaio.
Gayol. I was
Gayol.
really like wondering what is that any meaning or?
Gaio is it's part Spanish, part French.
Oh, right. So you are part Spanish and part French.
A little bit.
Oh, you speak French too?
No.
Oh, right. Cool. Awesome, man. Sounds really good. So how long you been singing it?
Oh gosh. I think on this level, probably 3-4 years.
Oh,
I've been a
great.
background singer for a long, long time, and just started a solo project right around in earnest around the end of 2002, and began recording and learning how to play all the instruments as you go along,
Yeah.
and finally have it mixed and mastered, and looking to find a home for it right now somewhere in Europe. I think there's going to be distribution in Europe sometime soon.
Yeah, they're gonna love this stuff. And
Thank you.
how many songs you have in this album?
10.
Oh, 10 songs.
Yes.
And the one you just sang, what was that?
It's called If You Need Me, and the album, the working title right now is called Waiting for Buddha.
Oh, cool. And
Yeah.
you're the one who wrote everything and played instrument.
That's correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And where you are, you're playing around, or you live in LA, or what do you do?
I show up once in a while for your occasional hoot night that they have, either clubs on the Sunset Strip or maybe downtown Hollywood. They have, and you can show up. I don't have a band supporting this music at the moment. I work quite a bit as a drummer for a band that tours exclusively in Europe, and so whenever we get a chance, we go out there and
You go to Europe,
raise a ruckus. I've been to Europe quite a bit this past year, 2000.
and you was playing over there.
Yeah. In fact, I was in the Ukraine over Christmas.
Oh, you was in Ukraine?
For 2 shows. Yeah.
How you like it over there?
It's a nice place.
It's must be
pretty
different,
cold.
right?
Yeah, I was there in September, which it was actually very, very nice to visit. It's a really wonderful country, but being there, I think in the dead of winter is a whole other story. You have to really bundle up. Reminds me of living in Milwaukee.
You used to live in
I lived in Milwaukee for 3 years. Yeah, and it's the same situation. You have to put on at least 3 layers of clothes to do anything. If you want to go outside, even if you want to go across the street to get a 6-pack of beer or a dozen eggs, you have to really layer it down.
Yeah, I mean, in Milwaukee, but past couple of days in LA it's been like 84 degrees.
It's been I think it's your Al Gore effect coming into play.
Globalization.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's going to drop into the 50s or 60s again by Friday.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about global warming. Actually, my mom has this stove we call global warming, and we cook all the meals on that stove called global warming.
Really, where can you get this stove?
From the warming to the stove.
Oh, I see. It's not like a brand name.
So it was nice having you on the show. This was
Thanks, John.
really a great job. And what is your future ambitions?
This is the $1 million question.
What about renting an Amtrak? Amtrak or so?
Renting an Amtrak.
Yeah, like the whole train.
The whole train, and doing what with it?
Just pack up with all the musicians and sing along.
Oh, sing along on the train? I think Woody Guthrie did that back in the day, so I think he did it best. So I think I'll just get on the Virgin Atlantic jumbo and cross the
You have a
pond.
brighter future, I can tell. Your music sounds good. You're very talented.
Thank you.
And now we don't mind to hear another song from you.
Certainly.
And this one you can, I guess you're going to play it live, right?
Yes.
Guitar and stuff. Cool, everybody. We have Raphael. Raphael, everybody. Hallelujah. Cool, man. It's all yours.
This is from the album Waiting for Buddha. It's called Everything But Love. Never mind the view, I've seen enough and still. She can hang the sunrise if I'd only wake up. Had I fill of this bittersweet cup. She could take a temper, make it smell like a rose. A sad little comedy that begs a double dose. Always affection, try to make the connection. She laid it down under my nose. I gave her everything but love. Everything but love. I gave her anything, everything but love. Try to feed a fool who never plays by the rules. In time they'll drop a dime with nothing left to prove. Turn myself in for a race I couldn't win. Not deep enough to dive in this pool. I gave her everything but love. The moon and stars above, I gave her anything and everything but love. What's another day when you shut out the light, taking all the pleasure in your pain? Soon enough you'll see it was you as well as me, and all that we lost was not in vain. Take a look at me, standing right by your side. I don't have to lead, I can follow your stride. I can bend, I can break, I can give, I can take. I can do all you want, but read between the lines. What's another day when you shut out the light, taking all the pleasure in your pain? Soon enough you'll see it was you as well as me, and all that we lost was not in vain. In a little while, reinvent ourselves. Take back the laughter we left on the shelf. Turn myself in for a race I couldn't win. Giving her anything and everything but love. I gave her anything and everything but love. I gave her anything and everything.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome, everybody. We have Mr. Rafael Gallo. Is that right? Gallo. I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
It's the hardest 5 letters.
Gallo. Yeah, Rafael Gallo sounds really good. Now, Rafael, we do have some extra time if you want to do another acoustic. If you feel like.
Gosh, I think I'm good.
You're good, yeah, that's fine, yeah,
So
that's
thank you
fine.
for asking.
So, you gonna be around in this neighborhood, or you leaving to Europe, or you coming back?
I'll be going to Europe pretty soon. Probably I know there's a 14-city tour in Russia, and we're gonna.
Russia?
Yeah, we went to Russia in August, and we're going back again in April. We're going to fly up to Alaska, and then cross the Aleutian Islands and start from the eastern part of
Upper Siberia.
From the back.
You're right, and then work our way towards, like through
Oh, people live there
St.
too?
Petersburg and Moscow. They do. There's actually some places there that crave rock and roll.
And how are you guys gonna travel? Like,
Well,
get trains over there? 'Cause it's very deserted.
We're gonna rent an Amtrak.
Amtrak of Russian version.
Amtrak's.
Yeah. How are you gonna cross the Alaska thing to Russia?
We'll probably fly up to Alaska, cross by boat, and then get on a tour bus at that point.
Very adventurous musician we have today, everybody. That's awesome, man.
It'll be
I
fun,
mean,
yeah.
Going to Russia from Alaska.
Well, it's closer, actually. You got less water to cross.
You've been there before?
Yeah, I've been to Russia before.
And other part of Europe?
Yeah, many
It's
places.
easy into European country too, because they just know like this is an American music, and they're pretty happy to see somebody coming from America and singing for them.
They welcome American music, American bands. I think largely in part because music is such a universal language. I know that sounds really
Especially music from America, because
they do love American music.
I think the only music all over the world is American, because it's English, and
Really?
people are very like creative here.
You think so?
All these big artists, they are like famous all over the world. We happen to not know who is like the Chinese musicians or Japanese musicians. Usually is always like Bon Jovi and American artists.
Mhm.
Because it's language, and culture. People dig into that stuff all over the world. That's why Hollywood and everything is so popular. Well, we really have a good time with you, and you have a very talented person, and your future, I guess, is picking up.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be. I'm looking forward to this year very much. There's a lot of irons in the fire, so we'll just see what happens from here. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
anytime. It's always like exciting, to have somebody who's talented like you, and have some future plan and ambition, and solid. That's very nice. Cool, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming into John Khan shows. And you're always welcome
Thank you,
to
John.
come back. I appreciate it.
All right.
Cool, everybody. We have a Rafael today. Rafael Gaello. Cool, awesome. And now me and Michael T the other day, we was doing this little Bee Gees gig. So we'll just wrap this up with this awesome like Staying Alive. Oh, everybody. Oh, Everybody shaking out.